Hello Mother Funsters and welcome to part 38 of Zelda Ocarina of Time Blindish Let's Play. My name is Mellar. Last time we basically tried to get up to the Stone Tower Temple, so we're going to continue to do that. And if we manage to get there, we're going to do some side quests as well. Enjoy. Don't see me, BMOS. There you go, die. Okay. I'm not going to make you listen to that bloody beeping for a million years, so I'm just going to use this last fairy. The randomizer that I was watching of Ocarina of Time, you know that beep beep when you're nearly dead? The person who'd made the randomizer had switched it to Navy's hey! 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 It was so annoying. And if you have all 4 Titans, he starts with half health. Oh my god, so he's really a pushover then if you do that. Goodness me. Fair enough, mate. Seems to be a trope of more modern games, I find, that the last boss is actually like super duper easy. And I don't like that because... That was wrong. That's better. I don't like that because it makes the end a little bit anticlimactic, I feel. I don't like it when the final boss is too difficult, but it needs to be a challenge, otherwise it doesn't feel like what's the word? A satisfying end to the game. I played the first Darksiders game relatively recently. I streamed it. I really enjoyed the game, but the boss fights in that game, in my opinion at least, are kind of crap. Apart from the final boss was really fun. I don't know why. I think maybe someone else must have been having having a good day or something on the day they designed that fight. Kibbles, the return. Welcome back, the mighty Kibbles. There is also a Zero post game. Oh, there's also Zero post game. Oh, is there really? That's a shame. To be fair, I'm just thinking now. There's not really much of a post game in any Zelda game that I've played, as far as I can think. I mean, there's a certain amount of completionist stuff that you can do, but apart from that, I might be wrong. It feels like there's not much to do. Like, once you've completed the game, that's kind of it, really, isn't it? I might be wrong. Forgive me if I'm wrong. Oh my god. My brain went numb for a second there. Which, to be fair, wasn't a feature in any Zelda game, but it would have been a nice touch. Yeah, especially in like an overworld game. It's not an overworld game, sorry, an open world game, is what I meant to say. Some randomised IoT games, you can get weep as low... Weep. That's awesome. It would certainly be less annoying than Navy's Hey. That's the wrong button. Although that particular part of Ocarina of Time is bullshit. I have no idea why they made that take so long. I mean, they must have known that they were trolling people when they made that. Come on. They must have known that people weren't going to be particularly happy with that. And then they decided, you know, we'll do it anyway. Mind you, there's that bit, isn't there? If you've ever played... It will be funny. Well, there's that bit, isn't there? In if you've played Ocarina of Time Master Quest, just at the beginning of the fire temple, right? You're about to go up the stairs in the first room, and then there's fire at the bottom of the stairs, and they so obviously put that there just to troll people that have played that game before. They so obviously put that in just to troll the players, man. Like, and it gets me almost every time. I'm like, really? Do you have a Twitter? Yes, I do, actually. What I really should do is I should do it, make it so that if you type in !Twitter, it should put up my Twitter handle. Unfortunately, I do apologise, I haven't set that up myself yet. But my Twitter is Mellar211. If you do want to follow me, I would really appreciate it. Just that again, because my Twitch handle is Mellar21. But Mellar21 wasn't available, so I put another 1 on the end. It will me funny. I know. It's a good sentence. I like it. But yeah, it's it should be up on. I should really make it so that you can view it. So what I will do, in fact, is I will just put it up on there. Bear with me just a second. I've got my Twitter. Is this it? Here we are. Right, I'll just drop that follow. Thank you ever so much, the Mighty Kibbles. I really, really appreciate it. I'm glad you enjoy my content. Stick around for more. Let's. I think we're nearly there now. I think we've only got. What I'm really hoping for is the owl statue, because once we've got the owl statue, we're going to get out of here. At least temporarily. I'm guessing we need to go up to there. Right, where are we going? Going up another one. Alright, okay. Why do I feel like I should try... I just had a feeling, I don't know why, I just had a feeling that I should try use the Lens of Truth. Ah, no, there's nothing there. It was just a random, like, sort of gut feeling, but there's obviously nothing there. That speedrunners that are playing without glitches is Zora King. Yeah, I wouldn't play any glitches myself, but I like the idea, maybe not a speedrun, but definitely a randomizer I'd like to try sometime. I think that would be fun. I think I'm missing something here. I don't think I can reach that. Oh, it's close though. Maybe I'll just get a little bit closer to it. Maybe I can get there from here. Whoa! Whoa! No, 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 no! No, no! Oh my gosh! That would have been a complete nightmare. If I did do a randomizer, I think it'd only be the Ocarina of Time. It's the only Zelda game I think I know well enough to randomize. I've played the Wind Waker quite a few times, but I don't think it would go very well. Right, there's obviously something there. Has anybody got any ideas what might be there that we can... I feel like I'm missing something here, but Tattle seems quite intent that there's something over there that we can... Majora's Mask. I've heard apparently that the Majora's Mask randomizer isn't very good. Apparently it's quite a difficult game to randomize. Wind Waker is quite a big boy randomizer, yeah. Randomizer is basically when it's essentially a ROM hack of the game, and every treasure chest in the game has a random thing in it. Oh, there you go. There's a thing. So everything, and that means every treasure chest as well. So, for example, in Ocarina of Time, you could go to the chest that normally has, for example, the fairy bow in it, and it could have like a blue rupee in it. But then you could go into one of the little grottos, you know, that normally has a blue rupee in it, and you could find something like the Megadon hammer. And it basically means that you have to play the game out of sequence, and it also means that you have to know where all of the chests are. It makes the game a lot more. It gives a lot of replay value to the game. For people that have played it a million times like I have. I mean, don't get me wrong, I still love to play it vanilla quite often, but... Right, we have made it to our destination, ladies and gentlemen. This is where I wanted to get to. So I'm just going to take a moment now to play a side quest. I'm just trying to think if I'm going to play the Song of Time, but we're not going to do that straight away because we'll lose our rupees. So we're just going to... First thing we're going to do is we're going to just teleport back. Actually, just before I teleport, I want to make absolutely sure. Yeah, so I don't want to have to do that again. We're going to teleport back to Clocktown, and we're going to do a little bit of side questing before we actually go into the Stone Tower Temple. Not a huge amount. Maybe 15-20 minutes of side quests, I think. Stone Tower, so we can go there. Right, so let's go back to Clocktown. Randomizers you need to explore, yeah. Like, you wouldn't... It'd be extremely difficult to play a randomizer, like, if you've never played the game before. You'd need really to, like, know the game quite well before you step into a randomizer, I feel. Otherwise, I think you just get lost. because randomizers can sort of I'm not really sure what you'd call the term, but I'd say like clam up, where you get to a point where you can't continue unless you really know where you're going. Because like there are certain items in a randomizer where like if you don't have them, it makes your options really limited, and then you need to obviously go around and try and find that item. No, I can't deposit 300 because I don't have 300. Right. Is there a term for that? Ah! The Mighty Kibbles, thank you so much for sending me some bits. 50 bits, I really appreciate it. Thank you very much indeed. Die 8, hello! How are you doing? Welcome to this Majora's Mask Blindish Let's Play. It's Blindish because... Oh, hey! Wow, you've given me a blue rupee. Thank you so much. Hey, giving me some interest. Wow, that's the best thing ever. Kibbles and bits. But no, hello, Die 8. Welcome to the stream. I guess you're here because you like Zelda, so you're definitely in the right place. I hope you enjoy your time here. I've played this game once before on the 3DS, which is why I'm calling it Blindish, because I can't remember very much of the game. Kibbles and bits. That sounds like it should be a thing. That's amazing. Kibbles and bits. Right, let's play the Song of Time then, shall we? I don't know if you noticed, but the actual songs that carry over from Ocarina of Time I'm normally pretty good with. Because I'm pretty good at that game. I love Ocarina of Time. I'd probably go so far as to say that Ocarina of Time is probably my favourite game of all time. But I'm willing to admit that at least a fair amount of that is probably nostalgia, because I played it when it first came out. It's a trademark pet food. Really? That's amazing. I'll have to look that up, I think, later, just for shits and giggles. As I should say, kibbles. Maybe some bits. That's beautiful, man. I'm not going to play the Song of Slow Time just because we're going to do some side quests. I don't really feel that there's a need for it. We will need it, however, for the next playthrough. The next time, because next time we play the Song of Time, it's going to be because we're going to go and do the Stone Tower. So we'll definitely need to slow time for that. Now, we need to give this guy a password, and I think I wrote it down on one of these random pieces of paper that I've got here. Bear with me a second. I'll write it down. Oh my god. I hope I did. Is it on any of these pieces of paper? We'll have to go and find it if not. Hold on. No, I've lost it. Damn. Fine. I'll have to go and get it. You get it from... that's the wrong button. May I have it in the notebook? Ah, thank you very much. In the inventory. Where do I view the notebook from? I can't remember. I think it's... Ah, there it is, look. Ah, there you go. Oh, thank you so much. That saved me a lot of time. 43125. 43125. There we go. That's brilliant. Oh, yeah, I need to not have a mask on. 43... Oh, I pushed the wrong button there. I used the D-pad. Right. 4, 3... 3, 5, 1. No, that's wrong. Well, I really have the memory span of a goldfish, don't I? Goodness me. 43125. 43125. 43125. 43125. There we go. Right, lovely. There was a second where I was paying attention to class, and though I know the town melody like the back of my hand, I refocused back on the stream, but my brain didn't understand the melody grouping for a couple of seconds. Like War 208, thank you very much, dude. I do appreciate it. I really do have the memory span of a goldfish, especially when I'm streaming for some reason. It doesn't help when I'm at work. Ah, good times. Right, so what we're going to do now is oh, yeah, I forgot about him. Yeah, we're just going to walk around him though. Bye. Is we're going to do the, what I like to call the real estate minigame. With the Deku things. And the main reason why we're going to do that is because you get a lot of heart pieces from it. I think it's at least 4, which will give me a whole new heart, which I think is going to be useful because I don't have a huge number of hearts because I haven't done a huge number of side quests in this particular playthrough, and I think I'm going to need them in the Stone Tower. I have to admit, I'm not a huge fan of side quests, which may also be one of the reasons why I'm not the biggest fan of Majora's Mask. I still think it's a great game, don't get me wrong, but Majora's Mask is very heavy on the side quests. And yeah, not quite as a fan of that as a lot of other people are. I still appreciate it, it's just not my thing. Don't know why, but my professor likes to halt learning every 10 minutes or so for trivia. That sounds like a great idea. Do you appreciate that though, like War 208? Is that something that you look forward to, or is it just boring and a pain in the arse? I'm always interested because I did once do, if you've ever heard of TEFL, T-E-F-L, teaching English as a foreign language. So I did a certain amount of learning how to be a teacher. So it interests me sometimes, sort of methods that teachers do, just to keep their class interested. Moon's Tear. There we go. Right. So we're going to take this and we're going to start the quest. And then once we've done this side quest, we're going to go straight for the Stone Tower Temple, which I'm looking forward to overall. Do you know what? I actually think it would have been quicker just to soar back. Can we soar in here? So yeah, this is basically a fetch quest, an elongated fetch quest. I think it's pretty fun. Yeah, I think it's a good idea. It keeps you sort of engaged, doesn't it? And when the trivia that he gives you, is it related to the subject or is it just random trivia? Because I've always liked random pieces of trivia. I used to watch, there's a really cool YouTuber called Thoughty2, Though, Ty, 2. And he used to do these random interesting facts, like, I think he used to do 10 facts in a video, so each video was like 4 to 5 minutes long. I used to love them. It's just random. Oh, that's beautiful. What a fantastic idea. I love that. I'd love to do something like that if I was a teacher. Right, we're just going to quickly go and get some rupees. Some of it's celebrity centered, which isn't something I'm hot on. Oh yeah, that's fair enough though. I'm not that big on celebrities either, but anything that's interesting, it's cool. Or surprising. Sometimes I like finding out how old certain celebrities are, because like, you know, they look quite good, don't they, when they're on TV or film or whatever. And then you find out how old they actually are. Like, for example, Daniel Craig is like, he's in his mid-50s, I think. Is he in his he's at least 50, like, he's at least in his 50s. And that blows my mind, because, like, you watch the most recent Bond, I mean, he looks pretty good for someone who's in his 50s. And that, like, you get, it's not just Daniel Craig, there's, like, loads and loads of, celebrities that you can do that with. They're actually a lot older than they look. If you really want to keep your students engaged, do what one of my botany professors did. Forget to eat when you have diabetes and make everyone think you're going to pass out halfway through the lecture. Oh my god! People start bringing Snickers bars so you won't die. That is insane. That is, I mean, that's only going to keep people interested and not falling asleep, but I'm not sure that's the best way of doing it. Jesus Christ. You're safe from Ben. That, I don't know if that's genius or really silly. It's made me laugh though. Oh my goodness. I do not recommend doing that. I do not recommend doing that. Jesus. That's a one-way ticket to hospital, surely. Right, here we've got the moon tier. Right, here we go. You may have a moon tier. Can't summon him here. Ah, right, okay. No worries. Those are pretty good students if they're bringing in Snickers. I'd probably do that, to be fair. I mean, you don't want your lecturer to just sort of pop their clogs in the middle of the lecture. I mean, goodness me. That'd be kind of horrible. Right, I'm pretty sure we've already got the because this is the only one that you have to do to complete the game. So we've already done this one. But what we're going to do is we're going to sort the swamp and get the next one. He was a great teacher too. Oh, that's awesome, man. It can be kind of difficult, can't it, when you get like a teacher that's not very good. It makes learning the subject really difficult. When I was doing my GCSEs, we had a French teacher who was she was really good. She was one of these teachers that you didn't fuck with, you know what I mean? She was able to control the class. She was great. We all kind of liked her, and we were all on track to get sort of, you know, B's, C's, that kind of thing for our GCSEs. And then she got pregnant, so she went on maternity leave, and we got dumped with the shittest teacher in the school. Couldn't control the class, and we all ended up just like the sort of the naughty kids just ended up being naughty. So me and my mates, we tried to give the teacher a chance, but she just didn't know what she was doing. So we ended up just listening to music, and we all went from sort of B to C students to getting picked up. We got picked up by, you know, there's that one teacher. There's always that one teacher that deals with the naughty students. We got picked up by her after a couple of months, and we all ended up being in the lowest set. And our expected grade was like E's and F's for French. And then yeah, I ended up getting an E in French because basically we got lumped with the shittest teacher in the school for several months while we were trying to learn French. So cool story, right? E is a grade, yeah. E is the lowest grade before an F. F is the lowest grade. Do I need to be in true form for this, I think? The F is basically a fail, but you can get an E. Just skip it and go to F. Oh, we don't do that here. I got an E. It was the only E I got. I got better grades than everything else. It was my worst grade, like by a long grade. I didn't get bad grades in GCSEs at all. There we go. Oh, it was already on a thing. Entire time, my biochem degree, two professors that were awful. Everyone else was amazing. Yeah, I remember when I was doing GCSEs, we did have one teacher. She wasn't a bad teacher actually, but she had the most soothing voice you have ever heard. Or literally, it was like it was almost like she should have been a therapist or something. She was like, "Okay, now we're going to learn science." She had the most soothing voice. I used to always fall asleep in science. It's really bad, but seriously, her voice just put me to sleep, man. It was the most soothing in the world. But no, she wasn't a bad teacher. She just had a really soothing. Oh my gosh. Right, so we're in this mainly for the heart pieces. So there we go. Oh my gosh. So now that we've got that, I think the next one is in Snowhead. So we're gonna go off to Snowhead. I had the opposite. This old Jewish man who sounded like Gilbert Gottfried. Oh, I don't know who Gilbert Gottfried is, but I've got in mind now. I've got in my head sure this is the right way. You know Brian Blessed? It's just like, hello class! Today we're going to be learning science! I think that would be quite funny, I think. Actually, genuine. Oh, I remember where this one is now, actually. I think that'd be really funny. Oh, I go for an Aladdin. Oh, I got it. Maybe you'd know if she was good or not if you stayed awake. Well, exactly. I obviously didn't want to fall asleep. I regret the fact that I did. But honestly, like when someone's basically singing you a lullaby, what's a man to do? Seriously. I wasn't the only one. That fell asleep. I mean, I probably got away with it more than most because I sat at the back in that particular class. I didn't sit at the back because I wanted to be naughty or anything. It was just where me and my friend ended up sitting on the first day. And you know, like, after you sit down on the first day, that's kind of your seat for the rest of the year. You know? Oh, we need to get past this. And just imagine squinting and always screaming, but not mad. Alright, okay. Let me see if I can do an impression of, like, what you're describing to me without it being, like, really weird. Right, so... sort of like, hello everybody! Is that about right? Oh no, we need to be in true form, I think, for this. Oh no, we need to actually speak to him first, don't we? Hello. Thanks for stopping by. I'm doing business with focus on Goron clientele. Alright, we need to be in a Goron form, I guess. Right now I've got a special trading offer just for you. I'll give you my biggest bomb bag, regularly priced at 1,000. In return, you'll give me your big bomber. And oh, okay. I actually didn't know you could do that. No, I don't want to do that though. I'm not sure which form I need to be in then. Maybe Deculink. More shrill. Alright. Hold on. Let me try this. Hello, everybody. That reminds me of someone. Hi everybody! Someone from it's The Simpsons, isn't it? Hi everybody! It's the Doctor, isn't it, from The Simpsons? And he would go, huh? A lot of stereotypical Jewish sounds like. I think he was doing it. Oh, I see. I think we were doing it. I see. Good times, man. We used to when I used to work at Domino's Pizza. And we had this Filipino guy that was the store manager. He was a nice guy, but he used to panic all the time. It was so funny. He was like, oh my god, what are you doing? It was so funny. What are you doing? Oh my god, what are you doing? It's so funny. He was a nice bloke though, but oh my god, he used to panic all the time. Right, there we go. Right, here we go. So, buy coconut, yes. Oh goodness me. So we've done this one. So I think it's the Great Bay next. So let's go off towards the Great Bay. And I think he ended up moving to Canada, bless him. I'm not entirely sure what caused him to want to do that, but Canada seems like a nice place. Very cold, from what I understand. My current lab manager is like that, always in panic mode. Yeah, but there's someone who I work with. Again, absolutely lovely, but I call it flapping. Every now and then she'll just panic and she'll start flapping, and it's one of those things where once you start flapping, it's sort of more haste, less speed. Like you're trying to do everything super fast, but that just means everything takes longer, and it just kind of. It ends up snowballing and just getting worse, and and it's difficult as well because like she's a manager and I'm not, so it's really difficult to turn around to her and sort of go, "I'm down," you know, because I feel like it's not my place. But you do kind of just want to say to her like, just calm down. It's not a problem. We'll sort it, you know. Talking about flapping and suddenly Link sprouts wings. What a coincidence. I actually can't remember where in here we need to go. I think it's in one of the rooms, but I can't remember which one. We did that earlier in the playthrough, you know, when you're going through the Pirate's Fortress. and there's bees, and it just so happened I was talking about bees at the time. I think maybe I'd remembered that there were bees, and maybe in the back of my mind I'd started talking about bees. It was just a coincidence, or maybe it was no. I think maybe I had, like, in the back of my mind I was thinking about it. Maybe it felt like a coincidence. Well, end that session there. Thank you very much for watching. Do like and subscribe. You can find me on Twitch. It's twitch.tv/Mellar21. You can also find me on Twitter. It's at Mellar211. And well, thank you very much for watching. See you next time.